Okay, today is Friday, August 25th, and it's time for another Buoy 10 update. So first I want to start off with, this is 100% my fault. I take full responsibility for this because yesterday I was talking about how great the weather was, and today it may not look bad now, but man, it was nasty out there today. Oh, we started out with thunder and lightning this morning, then it rained, and then while the tide was coming in, the east wind was blowing, and when that east wind blows against the tide, you get whitecaps. And so we had whitecaps in the morning to go with our rain, and then finally the tide switched. We're like, all right, good, tide switched, this is going to calm down, we won't be dealing with the wind waves near as bad. Well, guess what happened? The wind switched. And not only did it switch, but it started coming from the south, which makes you have to crab the entire time that you're trolling, trying to go upstream or downstream. Your boat's crabbing at about a 45-degree angle, so half your lines really aren't fishing that well because they're underneath the boat, they're getting pulled, and they don't get bit very well when they're not being run properly. So it was something today, just trying to keep the gear fishing. But today was very good as well. As we all kind of expected, the bite was a little bit slower today because a lot of the fish went upriver, but also because we just hammered on the biters yesterday. I mean, they hadn't been touched in 3 days, so there were a lot of fish caught, a lot of them taken out of the system, and a lot of fish sore-lipped too. So no surprise that the bite slowed down. However, we still got 4 Chinook, 4 coho, still a lot of coho around, and some really nice, good grade. And we got 2 coho today that were well over 10 pounds. One might have been around 14. Just stud coho, which is awesome to see. Oh, before I forget, that actually brings up another thing. We just got an announcement that out in the ocean going forward here off of the mouth of Columbia River, it is now going to be open for hatchery and wild coho. You can keep either or as well as Chinook. So any salmon you can retain out in the ocean starting tomorrow. Check the regs, make sure I'm not wrong, but that's been the report that I've heard from a lot of other people. We're just waiting on the official email and announcement from ODFW, WDFW combined. So, for those of you that like to get salty, that's a pretty good option. If you're frustrated with letting fish go, that might be a pretty good option. All right, so where did we catch fish today? Everywhere, didn't matter. I fished today from basically up around Tongue Point, middle of the river, to all the way down in front of Chinook Ilwaco at the end of the day, at the bottom of the tide there. We caught fish way upriver, we caught fish way downriver. We caught them on Mexican Hat, we caught them on Bronco, we caught them on Painted Blades. That candy corn was still going really good. It didn't matter, it really didn't. You just found fish that wanted to play, and when they played, they bit everything, and it was fun. We didn't have nearly the doubles, triples, quads like we did yesterday. We didn't have nearly the amount of action, but I mean, shucks, we probably had, I don't know, 30, 40 grabs today and still touched. We killed 8, we probably, I don't know, we still probably landed 20 plus fish. So maybe, I don't know, who knows how many fish we lost. That was one thing that was kind of interesting today. For about a 2-hour stretch, so first thing this morning, every fish that bit we were landing, and they were all hooked very well. And then we had like a 2-hour stretch where we get some line zippers, pull off 5 feet of line and gone. Or we'd fight them for 2 minutes and gone. We get them next to the boat and they pop off. So they were just barely just coming up and nipping at the lure, and we just weren't getting a good hook in them. So I don't know, it was kind of a tough stretch there. Middle of the outgo, I chased the cell phone bite, I was behind it, I missed out on it, and then I was scrambling trying to figure out what to do next. And I was just about ready to move when we got bit. It's like, okay, that'll buy us another 5-10 minutes. And then waited. Okay, well, still not seeing much. Maybe we'll leave. And then we get another one. Okay, well, maybe we'll stick it out a little bit longer. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the day, it was fish on, fish on, fish on. We couldn't get lines in for longer than 5 minutes and we'd have another grab. But trying to deal with this wind, trying to get a double or triple was really tough because the wind would just spin you around really quick. It was tough to keep control of the fish and the boat at the same time. So it was kind of just lines up right away, get them out, get them cleared, and get that fish to the boat. Especially since we were losing so many, we didn't want to mess around and risk it anymore. So all in all, great day, fun day. If you guys are coming down here this weekend, the tides are, I think tomorrow's the day of growing tides, which means that up around Tongue Point should be good. Basically, if you focused all day, every day this weekend above the bridge, you catch fish. That being said, there's also another really good group of fish downstream, basically from Hammond or Chinook on down to Buoy 10. There's like 2 different groups of fish that we've all been hitting on here the last 2 days. And so, essentially, if there's a place that you like to fish, go fishing. There's going to be fish there. Water temp doesn't seem to matter because there are 2 groups of fish. And whether guys are running baits, pro troll, spin fish, multi spinners, whatever. Guys are catching them on anything and everything. So, whatever you personally like to catch fish on, that's what you should use. Have fun, catch a bunch of fish, make some fun memories. I love Buoy 10 for this exact reason. You just know that you're going to get bit. You wake up, you come out of the harbor, and you're like, all right, we're going to catch fish today. It's just, how many? How many are going to be hatchery? I don't know if I'm going to go out in the ocean or not. I'm going to kind of take a look at the conditions because, frankly, the river's been so much fun. I might just stay inside, even though we are sorting through to try and find some hatchery fish. But I don't know. It's pretty darn fun coming in here and just see the rod fold over that many times. For me, I could really care less about landing fish anymore, me personally. I just like to see the bites. I like to see the rod bend and just know that I have the opportunity to encounter a fish and then trick it into biting. That's what gets me excited. So none of us are starving. Maybe just go out there and have a great time, and whatever fish you end up with at the end of the day is good enough. All right, time to pull into the dock here. A little busy here. It's going to be even busier this weekend, but guess what? We can all spread out because there are fish everywhere. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.